What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on this project from Rapz called Geek Turned Troublemaker. Now, Rapz is a rapper coming out of Detroit, Michigan, and if you want to find out more about him and check out his music, you can just take a look at the information box I got for you down below. But jumping right into this one, as you can guess by the title, there is a little bit of a concept happening with this one. Drew is speaking to all the geeks out there, and you get this framing on the opening track called Thoughts from a Locker. Sonically, there's really nothing too different about this production or the way that he's rapping. It's just this piano-led beat, and he's rapping pretty straightforward on it. But I do like the idea here, because he's rapping from the perspective of a geek who's just been bullied, you know what I mean? He has a line that says, "I'm tired of this, the laughing and bullying, but ain't nobody laughing when I'm bringing the bullets in." So obviously you can't justify someone shooting up a damn school, especially just, some shit where you're being picked on or something like that. But he's just basically telling you how this can happen. Just talking about how people sometimes feel like they're pushed into a corner. Nobody respects them. Nobody loves them. They're being bullied and picked on all the time. So they feel like they got to strike back. You know what I mean? There is a bit of storytelling on this track. So that was something that I did appreciate. I thought that was pretty cool how he was using his words to paint that picture. Conceptually, I'd say that's one of the more interesting tracks, along with Miss Popular. Although, at the same time, this one does kind of get cliche. This song is just about the idea of geeks and nerds not being chosen by the girls in high school. So, that's kind of a tired cliche. That's not always how it works, but I understand how he was working that into the track, so that was kind of cool too. Really, this album is just about geeks coming out on top. That's the whole theme of it. So on Don't Trip, he's telling geeks that things will get better if they just hang in there and don't give up, which is a pretty positive message to send. And again, it does tie into the concept, so you are getting a pretty cohesive idea here as far as the story goes. I also think this has one of the tape's best beats, because even though it is kind of simple, just a soulful boom bap beat affair, it really does work nicely, has some thump to it, and I did like this track, so I would put that as one of my favorites. But aside from a couple of the things that I've spoken on here, mostly in regards to the concept and the story being told, there's not a whole lot that's exceptional or unique or gripping with this. I feel like I say that a lot when I'm reviewing underground/indie artists, but that's just the thing that kind of comes up often over and over again. So the production at times does seem a little bit outdated, like on the song Voicemail. And as a rapper, I think Drew is pretty average. He does spit with conviction. I think his vocal performance is fine, but there wasn't really anything overly interesting with his flows. And you are getting a lot of filler bars on here, a lot of the time having to do with bitches and sex, just some kind of generic shit. I mean, you can tell that there is supposed to be a little bit of humor to this thing, but it's not like you're not going to be laughing out loud or having your gut being busted as you're listening. You understand that there's supposed to be jokes. It's not really funny, but you do get what he's going for. But like an example of this is on Too Cold, where he spits, "Bitches say he's a dick because he's the son of a cock," or on Eat My Shorts, where he's calling back to Bart Simpson by telling people to eat his shorts. Like, these ideas are just kind of cheesy and corny. I understand how they fit with the geek and nerd thing, but they don't make me want to come back to these tracks. So, there are certainly some things wrong with this project. I don't want to say things wrong with this project. This is his project. He made it how he wanted to make it. I'm just saying that there were a couple of things that I would critique that I wasn't really a fan of as a listener. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to go with a 2.5 out of 5 here, and most of those points come from the idea. I think he did execute it pretty well, but sonically, this is just a pretty average affair. I'm not going to come back to this. I wouldn't be excited to recommend it to people, but if you like the idea of the concept and the story, definitely give this a listen, man. You might even be able to relate to it if you have a geeky, nerdy background or you were bullied or something like that. So as far as that goes, I think he accomplished his mission by representing for them. There you have it. But that's just my thoughts and opinions. You guys let me know what you think in the comments section. And of course, man, make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff where you show me love and you show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.